where the narcissist continues to go wrong. Think about that for a minute. By now you know that the narcissist won't change. You're learning that they are the exact opposite of you. You're also learning that they took advantage of you. And they take advantage of virtually anybody that they come too close to, that they encounter, or that they deem has what is known as supply that they can use and manipulate. Now, having said those things, you've been in the community for quite a long time now, or perhaps this is your first video you're watching. No matter how you cut it, you're becoming awakened and aware. You're becoming educated and empowered, and you're realizing that the narcissist knew what they were doing. You're also realizing that the narcissist takes people for granted. You're also understanding that the narcissist won't change. And the last thing for this part of the video I'll share is that you're now understanding that the narcissist will never, and I mean never, be accountable, and they won't introspect. Now, I've repeated myself for years in videos with certain taglines and expressions that I've come up with, and I've reinforced these because eventually with you, everything will click when the time is right. That's what I refer to as a light bulb moment. When you get a light bulb moment, you need to really slow down and process the new discovery that you have unearthed. And a light bulb moment can happen when you are not expecting it at all. As a matter of fact, usually it happens when you are doing something else, and then something will make your mind go back in time, and you will put a piece of the puzzle together, and you will be like, oh, that's what that was. Well, light bulb moments continue to go on and on and on, and they will with you, just like myself, for the rest of your life. The thing is, light bulb moments massively decline as you get further and further away from the narcissist, because the toxicity that you experienced, most of it you've healed from, if not all of it, or 99.99% of it, and now you've probably gone no contact and blocked that person. When you do those things and you continue to maintain your boundaries, then you realize that your life has massively improved once you've removed the narcissist from your energy field. Now, having said that, light bulb moments will still happen every now and again. Example, you smell a perfume or a cologne, or you see the name of a country, or you hear a song or clothing or whatever it is, and you'll get different ideas. Now, in the early days, these would trigger you. There's a huge difference between triggers and light bulb moments. They're the polar opposites. But in the beginning, you didn't know what a light bulb moment was because you didn't discover it. You were being triggered. That is a mild, very mild, and layman-esque example of the healing path. In the beginning, you're triggered by things. There are unknown triggers and there are known triggers. And as you continue to progress on the healing path, then you begin to get triggered less and less, or not as often, and you get light bulb moments. See how the energy shifts? Triggers are negative. You don't want to be triggered. You were triggered, and possibly you're still being triggered, and I was for years. But eventually you don't get triggered, and you shift all that energy that was going into processing the narcissist in the relationship. You put it back into yourself, and that's when you get light bulb moments. Triggers are dark energy, meaning triggers are the reminders, or the bubbling up, if you will, of negative experiences, toxicity. Light bulb moments are the polar opposites, when you're seeing things clearly and you're getting more and more understanding of not only yourself and the narcissist, but humanity, empathy, mindset, more and more, and on and on and on. And that's why you're beginning to understand that the narcissist takes people for granted, and they manipulate people. They use them, wash, rinse, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. But what the narcissist will never understand is that people are understanding what they're doing. People are going no contact. People are blocking the narcissists more and more often. And even people who haven't been trapped in narcissistic abusive cycles, and my hope is that's who you are, but most likely you're not. Even those people are now understanding what energy is and what toxicity is and empathy and narcissism, etc. Side note, pro tip for all of you who are true blue empaths. Yes, you do exist. So do I. Many people don't want you to think that you possess what you do possess. You know why they don't want you to believe that? It's because they try to keep you under their thumb from the minute you were born, not believing in yourself. I believe in you more than you will ever know. I believe in myself more and more each and every second I'm on this planet. And I am an empath, and I'm proud of it, and I've always known it. I just didn't realize that very few people have the same skill set that I have, meaning empathy. Narcissist has none of that. Narcissist has toxicity. They don't have empathy, but they want to steal empathy and use it and harness it as fuel to catapult them from one leg of their life to the next leg. So for you empaths out there, you should be proud of who you are and of how far you have come. And you need to also always say this to yourself: you are stronger than you know. I'll say it again. You are stronger than you know. Now, I had many one-on-one sessions today, and I've had an awful lot of them the last couple weeks, because it's spring. And when spring is here, that's usually when the narcissist is trying to put on a new mask and rear their ugly head and lure other people into different types of experiences. I'm not saying relationships. I'm saying that the narcissist also breathes the same air that we breathe, and they know the 4 seasons. They also know that people in the spring are vulnerable, just like they're vulnerable in the winter, the summer, and the fall. All of these things I am sharing with you are to educate you, to have you understand that if you haven't gone no contact yet, you should do it. If you have, you know it served you greatly. And so you understand also that the toxic people, they don't have as many places to go to any longer. Now, I've shared that for quite a while recently, especially in this exact year. But not only is it true, but it's becoming more and more evident. And the narcissist, once they have somebody in the trauma bond, in the narcissistic fog, or the devaluation stage, and all 3 of those are unique and separate, but they all intertwine into one word, and that one word is narcissism. Once the narcissist has somebody in one of those 3 spots, or all 3 together, what they do is they feast off of those people. They slowly pick them apart. They slowly take them for granted and burn them out and use them up for car rides and for sounding board and for money and time, and to have them solve their problems and all those things. What the narcissist is starting to understand is those people that they were taken for granted for so long, those people are not giving them the access any longer. And as those people, and I am one of them, and I'm certain you're one of them, as you're not giving toxicity access any longer, you're getting stronger. As you're getting stronger, the darkness, the dark energy, the toxic people on the planet, they are getting weaker. But not just the person you're considering. All of the dark energy, they are all intertwined. They're all connected. They're getting weaker. This isn't just lip service. This is a fact. I am seeing it every single day. And I've been seeing it for, the truth be told, I've been seeing it for about 2 years. But no more than today. It's happening more and more and more, because the collective consciousness is growing. It is getting stronger. The energy shift is taking place. The narcissist knows this, and they are scrambling to find what scraps of supply they can find. Well, they can't have access to you any longer, and they certainly won't have access to me. But what the narcissist will continue to do is to blame anybody and throw anybody under the bus who doesn't do what they want them to do. Now, again, before I get ready to close the video, because this will be a shorter video, and you should be able to see that I've used a different type of recording mechanism here, because you should be able to see my image much clearer, and behind me it should be, let's say, pixelated or not as clear. And I hope this video turns out well. I'm experimenting. Drop comments below if you like it. But what I'm mentioning to you is that the narcissist will never change. They will never miraculously tomorrow morning wake up, have an epiphany, get a light bulb moment, if you will, because they don't even know what a light bulb moment is, and they will miraculously change. That's not going to happen. What is going to happen is the narcissist will continue to search and scour and slither for supply sources all over the planet. Will they find those sources? They will find scraps. Are the narcissists as strong as they used to be? Not even close. Even in the last 24 hours, narcissism has taken a big hit. You should be able to know what's going on. And I am not talking about the news. I'm not talking about Hollywood or any of those things. I'm talking about you and your existence, you and your life, where you're living, whatever corner of the world you're living in. If you've been doing your work, and I know you have, like I have, and so many hundreds, and I mean hundreds of millions of people are doing the same work that you're doing, but they're on different parts of the journey, as am I, then you understand that things are improving in your life. And I will give you some examples right now. Let's say that you were married to the narcissist and you're divorced now. Let's say you got your first apartment, and let's say it's a small little apartment just for one person. And let's say that you now went to the grocery store and you bought whatever kind of peanut butter you wanted, or you bought that loaf of bread that you couldn't buy when you were with the narcissist, or you finally paid the rent, or you paid electricity bill or the internet or whatever it was, and it only has your name on it. It doesn't have the narcissist's name. See what I mean? This is how you are getting stronger. And every tie you cut with the narcissist will continue to make you stronger, and it will make them weaker. The narcissist is empty. They're shallow, they're hollow, they're a coward and a bully, and they don't have direction when they don't have somebody steering them. And they don't have direction when they don't have access to people. That's why you need to take this extremely seriously and recognize and realize that you are stronger than you know, and that you owe it to yourself to insulate and protect yourself and those loved and trusted ones around you, because you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And there is no room in your life now or in the future for toxicity. The narcissist will continue, and I do mean continue, to fall apart at the seams, overplay their hand, throw people under the bus, and think that they are smarter than everybody else. Well, they can think whatever they want to. They took their best shots at you, plural, and they failed. And yes, they failed miserably. And they're going to continue to try and take shots at anybody who gets too close to them. The key, before I do close the video, and I will close it in about 15 seconds, is once you get the wisdom and once you understand how humanity works on this planet, meaning mindset, empathy, energy, narcissism, toxicity, abundance, peace, serenity, calmness, quiet, verbal abuse, all those things, once you realize those things, then you need to understand that going no contact is the only path for you to live a fruitful, abundant, peaceful life. Now, will it happen overnight? No, it won't. But will it happen? Yes, it will. I am living proof. And there are so many people who have reached the exact spot where I'm standing. Yes, the mountaintop, the pinnacle of indifference. And we are all reaching our arms down, ready to pick you up, lift you up, and elevate you to where we are. Because at one point we were where you are. Or if you're at the mountaintop with me, you know what I'm talking about. You're not where you used to be, just like me. And once you cut the ties, the emotional, the financial, the physical, and the spiritual tie, you will never, and I mean never, ever give toxicity a second chance ever again, or even a first chance. And you may say, well, why'd you say second chance? Didn't you mean first? No, I meant second because of this. There are times when you will be trapped, example, for a period of time. Let's say you're on an airplane, you're sitting next to a raging narcissist, and the whole airplane is full with people. Like there's not an empty seat. Well, you're going to have to figure out what to do. Time to put the earbuds in and act like you're sicker than you know what, so the person won't talk to you. These are just pro tips. I can talk about these ad nauseum for the rest of my life. What I'm sharing with you is once you identify toxicity, you can't give it attention, you can't give it energy, and you need to get as far away from it as you possibly can, as fast as you possibly can. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. And I hope this video turned out well, meaning the visual. The audio for me was great. I hope it's great for you, and I'm doing my best to make the videos cooler, not meaning like cool. I mean, meaning not as noisy with loudness and sound from the back. So I did my best today, and I changed this, the way I'm recording the video. Tell me if you like it. If you don't, I'll go back to the old style. Anyway, you cut it. I am here to continue to pay it forward, share my experiences, my knowledge, my wisdom, and my insight with you, and to help you get stronger, because when you're strong, you can help those loved and trusted ones all around you, and yours, mine, and our community's ripple effect will continue to be the tidal wave, the tsunami that it is, of abundance and of authenticity. And remember, there's no room for toxicity on those tidal waves of abundance or authenticity. We've kicked the narcissist to the curb. We do not entertain toxicity, and we are now living an abundant life. I love you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.